Cleaning my room as a Roblox streamer. Again. First, I went over what we have. We have a roach infestation. I don't think it's caused by me. I think it's just they're really invasive. We've got some bowls we have to clean up. Found this hot dog. July 4th. Alright, we clean up this chair. Get some of these bowls down. That's a little crusted on. Might need to soak it in some hot water first. We have some frappuccinos. Looks like something tried growing in here. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Now we got some snack trays. Gotta clean these up. Don't want my dog to eat them. I think he already did. Some of it's missing. Found a little baby roach trying to get away. Sorry, honey. Didn't mean to leave that down there. Hope you don't mind. Alright, well that's about it. The room's pretty clean now. We've made a lot of good progress. So we're just gonna finish up another day. I'm pretty exhausted, so stay tuned.
When is it going to stop? This is getting so ridiculous. Some Twitch viewers are calling for implied nudity meta to be banned. Of course they are. This is a video game streaming platform that is accessible to young people, specifically 13-year-olds. It's very obvious what these just chatting streamers are doing. They know that other websites that allow even crazier stuff than this are oversaturated. There's no way for them to build any sort of audience on those platforms. It's impossible. All the women on those platforms are doing the exact same thing. It's really hard to be competitive. So of course they have to go onto Twitch. Of course they have to do stuff like this to make sure that they can follow the rules just up to the line. And it's getting really ridiculous. And I haven't even touched on the real controversy yet. I'm sure all of us were on Twitter the moment Twitch said that artistic nudity was allowed on their platform, and for the next 48 hours, the website devolved into GIF and hentai art streams. Oh my god, was it just insane to see? I'm talking tens of thousands of tweets, hundreds of videos being posted on Twitter of people just showing streams, showing some of the most ridiculous things ever to be streamed on Twitch. It was insane, and of course they had to walk back the rule because what? That doesn't make any sense. You would think that this platform, Twitch, the biggest video game streaming platform on the planet, will go out of their way to really focus on video game streaming and genuinely listen to their users when they voice concerns about how the platform is changing from its original purpose. But yeah, it was a fantastic 48 hours because so many people took advantage of that rule, and so many people are taking advantage of the implied nudity rule on the platform just to make a couple of bucks. And it's just so transparent and lame. Like, for real, your first thought starting up a Twitch account is to do this type of content? Good lord. Please don't wish me a Merry Christmas. I am so glad that I've never met this type of character in real life, and I have a pretty good guess as to why these type of comments only ever appear online. Because most people, when they encounter someone and that person says Merry Christmas, they're not trying to indoctrinate you in the Christian faith, they're trying to wish you a happy holiday. They are being polite. It's the right thing to say, especially if you just want to make someone feel happy. Most people understand that implicitly, so comments like this are purposefully obtuse in the world's most annoying way. Like, for real, we get it. You're an absolute killjoy who nobody likes, and you want other people to align themselves with your asinine ideology. Most people don't operate like you. Just accept the politeness and move on. For real, it's not that deep. Gamers harassing black people, predictably mostly black women, over Angerbroda being black in the game. Black Vikings are historically accurate. Even if there wasn't, mythology belongs to all humans, we all get to share in it, and screw your weaponized historical accuracy. What is weaponized about the truth? There were no black Vikings. I promise you there weren't any. And to develop a game that's supposed to be based in a particular culture, in a particular place, yes, people are going to be upset about inconsistencies, especially this one, because it's so obvious that they're just trying to pander to a particular group of people. And this tweet really just blows my mind because it's like, this dude makes an assertion that black Vikings are historically accurate and then immediately walks back the statement by saying, well, even if there weren't any, I should just be allowed to make ridiculous stories and have nobody make fun of me about it because mythology belongs to all humanity, apparently. God forbid the people who developed that mythology has a problem with people misrepresenting it, but no, it belongs to all humanity, therefore we can just do whatever. No consequences. Oh my god, which one of you is putting racist furries on my timeline? Anything past 10 and you should be expelled from the US and Europe. Oh my god, you're not gonna make me do it, are you? Alright, let's search you up on Twitter. Let's see here. Oh, you hid your likes. Okay, let's go into your follow. Ah, yup. Blaze Firewolf. Doc Otter. Yeah, these accounts are all gay. You follow a lot of gay furry accounts, dude. Look, all I'm saying is if you're gonna have some right-wing politics, you better not be gay. Like that's all I'm saying, man. Is that not unreasonable? Farting is my secret feminist weapon that works every time. I fart in the grocery store to get the men behind me to back up a notch. I fart on the ferry to get men to take their goddamn arm off the back of my seat. That is crazy. You're a woman? Like, I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, you have such a dude face. I guess if I squint and kind of, you know, back up 12 feet and imagine a woman in my brain, you look like one, but I digress. I didn't know when farts became feminist, man, because that's wild. I didn't know that was an actual tool that these people used. I doubt that it is. I think this person's just delusional. These 4 social media influencers were swept up by a movement that claims obesity is perfectly healthy. The tragic truth is that they all died under the age of 45. Yeah, this story went around Twitter and TikTok for a little bit, and a lot of people were telling jokes, a lot of people were saying I told you so, and as much as I wanted to giggle, I just felt sad, man, because these people believed in an ideology that led to an early death for them. Imagine spending your entire life deluding yourself into thinking that you're beautiful and that you're healthy, only to die before 40. You know, that doesn't happen in the modern world. At least in the developed world, that's rare. That's not a thing that should happen. I feel sorry for these people because they deserved better. They deserve to have friends and family who told them the truth. They deserve to have a doctor that actually helped them. But instead, they believed in an ideology that led to an early death, and that's tragic. To my heavy fans out there, take a hint, man. Take a hint. Watch Fat Logic, dude, if you need some inspiration. Your body can definitely become a ticking time bomb, and I want all of you guys to live a long, healthy life. You don't want to end up like these people, man. It's terrible. Because all you're left with is an early death and a whole lot of ridicule on TikTok. It's terrible, man. For the love of God and all that is holy, find some friends. Go outside. Get some hobbies. You don't need more names and pronouns and xenos. What is a xeno? What is that? Are you an alien? That makes no sense. Hiya! You guys are like so awesome at finding these things and just being so cool. I thought I'd ask you guys for a new identity related stuff. I like to present mostly masculine, so I prefer more mask-leaning names, pronouns, xenos. But I'm not against being mildly feminine. Focus on Pokemon. I'm sorry, I can't take it seriously. It's awful, bro. Man, like, are you that desperate for an identity? Are you that desperate for some sort of community? Good Lord, how many people's brains online are cooked like this? Like, straight up, neurons are sauteed if you're out here listing a bunch of nonsense to identify with. It is wild, bro. It is wild. Oh, God. Please, stop being pathetic and find some friends.
Wait, what? Wait, Amanda, what did you just say?
Are those your daughters? What?
Yes! Who is the mom? Who do you know the mom is?
What? That's the mom in the middle.
Who's the mom?
The middle. The middle.
Why would you think that?
What do you mean?
Because she has glasses on?
Yeah.
Everybody asks that. I've been literally 2 years older than them. I'd have to be 2 years old when if I had them. Why do you think that?
No, I'm sorry. It's not because, like, I think it's the glasses that threw me off.
It's because I'm ugly.
No, it's not. You're not ugly.
He would tell you.
I would tell you the truth. You're not ugly. It's the glasses threw me off.
See, I'm telling you.
I am telling you right now. See you right now.
No. Truth be told, you are beautiful. You're drop dead gorgeous, and your soul is amazing. I could tell. Don't do that though. You're gonna ruin some points there.
I really hope that woman beside you is your partner, man, because if that's a stranger, I can't believe you would subject somebody to that. You know, just subject a random person to your weird fetish and body odor. Anytime I see a dog mask, I immediately think unwashed. I know that you're allergic to the shower. I know that you don't like soap. Because this, going outside like this, subjecting the world to your weirdness, almost certainly tells me that you don't like hot water and a popular surfactant. You don't like it. You don't like it. You love when the oil builds up on your skin because it makes you feel more like an unwashed animal. Well, everyone knows that 1 + 1 = 2, but if I ask you to prove it, you'd freeze. What I'm trying to say is that most people cannot really prove why. What? What does this have to do with mathematics? I couldn't. I could not predict where that tweet was gonna go. Oh my gosh. You know, I pick these images, right? I go onto the subreddit, I go onto Twitter, I find these images, but sometimes I forget, okay? Sometimes I'm really just completely floored by some of the stuff that I find for you guys. And, this takes the cake. This is wild. What does math have to do with your need to compel all of reasonable society to understand and accept your strange philia? This man is absolutely a victim of brain disorder, dude. You eat, sleep, and breathe the hub, and then a decade later, you're on Twitter trying to convince people that they can't prove why is wrong. What in the holy fuck are you talking about? And what does that have to do with math?
A solid 9-inch turd falls out of a stripper's butt while performing on stage. Requests for her lap dances are up 300%.
Imagine being the person who has to write this article. Imagine having to share the news like this and having that be your job. I can resonate. It's basically what I've been doing for the past 6 years, and it's wonderful. It certainly doesn't burn a hole in your brain. Anyway, I can absolutely believe this story. I know for a fact there's some really sick mofos out there who are into human waste. Specifically from women, for whatever reason. Because that's what happens when you don't date for decades. That's what happens when you have your virginity into your 30s. You end up getting these weird fetishes and philias. Look, I'm no doctor, I'm no science man, but with just pure pattern recognition and observation, I know that's true, and you know that's true. People who are into stuff like this aren't born that way. They become that way after many years of being alone. Ireland would like to have a word with you. White people were never oppressed. That's not true in any capacity at all. Just that is completely historically ignorant. But hey, we'll let you have it, all right? You won the oppression Olympics. You got it. You have the Quidditch World Cup of oppression. It's all yours. You get to have it now. Doesn't that make your life so much better? Oh my God, guys, I ran into my #1 spender on OnlyFans. Oh my God. Do my eyes deceive me? Does that say $62,000? How horny can you be? Just how lonely can you be to pay $62,000 to see something that you can see for free? I don't understand. What makes Ruby Rose so valuable? What she has is what every other woman on the planet has. There's nothing new or different. And oh my God, spent 63 racks. Oh, $63,000, my bad. And she ain't even touch you for a photo. That's right, look at the picture, bro. No hugs, nothing. He's the one who's touching her, bro. That's crazy. Oh my God. Hashtag She-Hulk budget was reportedly around, no way. $225 million. That's $1 million US, not Canadian dollars, not Australian dollars, US dollars. $225 million to make a show that was maligned for the entirety of 2022. I want to make that so clear that I think 6 months of 2022, 6 to 7 months of 2022 was dedicated to bullying this television show. And it was made with $225 million US dollars as a budget. How do you not make a show that just wins every award and just entertains everybody? No wonder Apple is salivating, waiting for the opportunity to purchase Disney. Because yeah, Disney has no money. They spent it all on garbage television. Oh, no way. No. Oh my God, no way. I'd rather not go into specifics, but I had a guy over a couple weeks ago for a hookup and forgot to close the door. So my Akita, that I've had for 2 years, wandered in while we were going at it. The guy was being pretty rough, and I was getting into it, moaning, being slutty, you know, bottom things, until the top pointed out the dog was watching us. I got him out of the room and closed the door, but since then, my dog doesn't seem to want to listen to me, respect my authority, or even spend much time with me. I try to pet or hug him, and he growls or moves away. That wasn't the case before. I know homophobic... Oh my God. I know homophobic dog sounds ridiculous, but is it possible that he saw me in a submissive position and he doesn't want to listen to me anymore? I don't know, man. I don't know dog psychology, But this is incredibly funny. Like, this is ridiculous that your dog saw you in a potentially submissive position and now doesn't want anything to do with you. How do you rectify that? I think it's time for you to be averse, man. I think it's time for you to switch positions. You know, now that I think about it, maybe you shouldn't follow your dreams. Look, man, this might be cringe, but Twitter had a field day. The moment that episode came out was the moment I saw so much, and I mean so much Rule 34, like an uncomfortable amount of fan art. And that's how I found out about the little pilot episode. Not through the upload, but through the copious amounts of fan art, both suggestive and not, of one character. I think her name's Pon Me. I can't erase any of those images out of my brain. Can't do it. And it was funny seeing other YouTubers who I follow on my little side Twitter account just reposting said Rule 34. I and everybody else who followed these people were victims that week. POV. When you tell the cute guy at work that you have a son and watch the light in his eyes die. Yeah, who wants to raise somebody else's kid? Both men and women alike understand this intrinsically. Nobody wants to date someone with children because you become a parent. Even if you're not serious about it, you're going to be doing parent things, and most people don't want to do that when they meet someone initially. That's your situation. You're gonna have a hard time finding dudes. That's why the doctors tell you to always hold on to your baby receipts so that you can return them. All right, if you want to start dating, you're gonna have to return the kid. Being Latin, A, E, I, O, or X is more than just location on a map. Just as being Hispanic is more than a language we might speak. Yeah, every non-binary Latin American that I've met doesn't have a problem with Latinx. Everyone saying Latinx is a slur is either a white boy from the suburbs or a reactionary that's addicted to outrage. No, most people are pointing out the fact that that's not how Spanish works in any capacity. And many people who speak the language understand the use of Latinx is completely terminally online and lame. They don't want anything to do with it, and you're mad that people who look like you, who might share your ethnicity, don't like you using that term, because it's not how Spanish works. So please stop. I'm tired, boss. I'm getting real tired, real weary of reading historical fiction on Twitter.com. Japan was black populated. No. India was black. No. Caribbean was black. Not before the 16th century. Australia was always black. Aborigines are not African. Where are you getting these facts? Where's your links? I need to see a bibliography. I need an index, bro. Because this is wild. Do people really believe that the entire world and all of history and all of culture was started by black people? Is that a genuine belief? Or am I just encountering retards online? What's going on, man? I don't understand. What type of delusion is this? Where does it come from? Guess I was a little overdressed for class today. What I'm confused is how this person's taking a picture with those big fuzzy fingers. They had to take off their gloves to do that. And you know what? I'll give it to this person. It's pretty bold to go outside, especially a college classroom, and wear your fursuit. This man is absolutely embodying the cringe energy. He understands that if he embodies the cringe, it can never hurt him. If he just lives his truth, he can never be embarrassed. It's indescribable how worse it feels to live in Germany during such a grim time. I cannot walk outside, hear the language, speak to a German without feeling dehumanized. The grimacing stares from blue eyes haunt me. Eyes are complicit in the murder of my people. Oh my god, no way! When I go to Germany and the Germans have Germanic features and speak German, oh my gosh! I move to a European nation and then malign the people who live there, who are indigenous to that nation. I hate those people. I wish they were more like me. I moved to their nation with the expectation of them revering my people, my culture, and my language. They should celebrate me and make me feel comfortable in their nation by acting more like me and people who are like me. That's reasonable. That makes sense. And our final post of the day comes from this user on Twitter.com. Black Americans generally have a lot of European features. Smaller noses, naturally relaxed or curly hair, lighter skin, due to their 25% plus Eurogenetics. I believe this makes us peripheral to Europeans, like Hungarians and the Lebanese. Ooh, sunken place. Somebody needs to save her. Are you serious? No, Black Americans, while yes, are 25% admixed with whites, are not European people. That's not how that works. There are mixed race black people, but most black Americans in the United States are African. What is this post about? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to fit in with white people by saying that because you're 25% white, you're peripheral like Hungarians? This is just a very strange tweet, and I don't know who it really applies to. I don't know if this was meant for anybody but the person who wrote it. If you guys want to try and decipher what this was all about, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm confused. This has got to be one of the weirdest tweets I've ever encountered on this subreddit, man. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Ailurus, and yes, today's video is the final video of 2023, and man, has this year been great. It's been so much fun making content for you guys. It's been such a blessing. It's been such a privilege. You guys have changed my life in ways that I can't even articulate, in ways that that you can't even imagine, really. It's just wild, and I can't thank you guys enough, really. It's so nice, and the fact that on top of all of that, on top of the joy of being able to make you guys giggle and being able to entertain you guys after a hard day of work, whether it be class work or work, on top of all of that, we're approaching 600,000 subscribers. Like, dude, that is an insane number, man. Oh, so nuts. So nuts. I never thought that this little goofy channel that I started, where I want to tell jokes and share my thoughts on memes and posts, would ever turn into anything this remotely serious. And I can't thank you guys enough for that, for real. And most of you recently that has pushed that number to nearly 600,000 have come because of Morbid Reality. You guys have shown up because those videos have been super entertaining to very many people. And I never thought that video series would pop off the way that it did. I started it in 2020 for a Halloween special, and it's turned into a legitimate, like, content pillar on the Ailurus channel, man. And it's just so mind-blowing. I never would have expected that, and I'm glad that all of you guys are here. Many of you just recently subscribed because of major Morbid Reality content. One of those videos being Morbid Reality 16. That has over 500,000 views now? What? That's, like, technically viral. Like, that's nuts. Oh, so crazy. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying that content, because I really like making it. And I plan to make more of that, which brings me to the point about Ailurus After Hours. Now, that channel has not seen any uploads in the past year, and it's because, man, YouTube is hard. It's really difficult for me to make, you know, true crime, dark history, tragic event content, and you know, have that be seen, let alone make any money. Like, I don't care about the cash. I would just like the people who subscribe to the channel to be able to see it. And age restriction, man, it really just destroys any sort of video in the algorithm, though. So I have to figure that out, you know. I have to figure out how to make that, you know, channel work. And that's my burden, that's my challenge, because you guys deserve it. And I'm really trying to figure out a way to do it. And I think one of the major ways is by finding someone who can actually edit. I mean, I'm a pretty novice video editor, but I realized that I have a few inadequacies when it comes to that type of content. It just looks too plain, too boring with a moving background. I need to find someone who has a little bit of a artistic touch, a little bit of skill, you know? And that's been my endeavor for the past 2 months, is trying to find someone who I can work with to make not only Ailurus After Hours way better, way more high quality, but also to make the second season of Morbid Reality even better. Because yes, as of right now, it has a certain style, but I think we can really just, you know, just make it so much better. I just have this vision that Morbid Reality will be not even associated with a subreddit anymore. It'll just be a collection of historic, you know, stories, whether it be historic, you know, true crime, tragic events, all that stuff. I'm prepared to make that into a really proper show, and I'm excited for you guys. I hope you guys are excited. Many of you guys subscribe because of that content, so I hope you're poised. But I'll give you more information on that very soon. I'm looking for someone who is super talented. to make that, you know, vision perfect. You know, make that video as perfect as possible. So, when will I be making content next year? When will I be back? I'll be back at this time. Around this time is when I'll upload again, and it'll most likely be a popular piece of content, whether it be r/I'm a total piece of shit or r/reality. Depends on how I'm feeling about, you know, starting the year. I don't necessarily want to start the year negative, but that's the videos that, you know, blow up on the channel. It's not a coincidence that Warper Reality is very, very popular. It seems like I have built a specific type of niche, a specific type of audience, and I'm glad to have all of you guys here. You guys have changed my life, man. Look at my place. Look. It's much larger than last year, and that's all because of you guys. You guys have made a little bit of jokes and a little bit of storytelling into a proper, serious career. And I can't thank you enough about that, man. I can't thank you enough for that, to be honest. That's what I mean. Bruh, it's just so great. It's been such a privilege to entertain all of you guys, and I can't wait to do it next year. So, yeah, I'll come back at this time. I hope to see you then, and as always, stay zesty.